under this blue. Let's have it right. Up the tilt, up the middle. Let's see. Let's have it right. Minerals FC. You got the minerals, yeah? Love it. Got the minerals, TT.
Hey, Johnny's got the fucking minerals, mate.
How we doing, people? Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Hope everyone's good. I just thought I'd do a quick hour stream. Do you know what I mean? I don't know why this thing's come up. It's doing my nutting. So I have to see if I can get rid of that. But we'll see how we go anyway. Big up Stretford then, my guy. Hope you're doing good. Leon Minerals, let's have it right. Minerals roll loading. Yeah, we know it all the time. Big up Wheezy. I see you in here. My guy Wheezy does a lot of good edits for me. Top boy. DJ Sav, how you doing, mate? It's been a long time, fella, long time. How you doing, geezer? Let's have it right. You know, up the Chelsea, up Mills FC. You know, this is a quick stream, just to sort of land some minerals on a lot of nonsense that goes around. I've called it the brown envelopes transfer news stream, because that's what they are. They're all brown envelopes, bruv, every single one of them. And they do my nutting, if I'm being quite honest. So I'm going to get straight into it. Obviously, feel free, ask any questions in the comments, and I'll sort of run through that as we go through the show. But I'm going to play this clip. Let me find it, which I feel is exactly how I feel, and I think probably the gaffer Tommy Tuchel would feel like this. But this is obviously one of the greatest managers ever in English football, who makes it quite clear what he thinks of these brown envelopes. So I'll play this now, and we'll get.
Well, first of all, I just want to address you people in front of me. The Dailies had some of these banned for a few weeks, and to be honest, I get fed up with it. Your job is to tell the truth, right? That's your job. You can quote me when I'm accurate about things that I've said. I'm not going to have you twisting everything I say, okay? So the next time it's finished, you don't have to bring it back in, okay? I make that clear to you. You don't get back in. Finished. I'm fed up having to read papers and talk things I say, and I know I've said, and you completely twist it around, lie. Your job is to tell the truth. That's your job as a journalist. And if you can't do that, you're in the wrong job. Okay? So make that clear.
Well, there you have it. Fergie landed the minerals on all them journalists. In fact, I found out from my mate, Stretford, who told me that Fergie actually blocked and barred Matt Law from any press conferences. Matt Law, funny that one. Very interesting now. But that is how it is. Their job is to tell the truth. That's what their job is, therefore, is to tell the truth. And they don't tell the truth. They give us bangers and mash nonsense. And that leads me into Ornstein yesterday, which I call tier 1 bangers and mash clickbait waffle. Cristiano Ronaldo. Like, if anyone has any sense, would realise that Cristiano Ronaldo is not leaving Manchester United. There is no way he's going to leave Manchester United. And if he does leave Manchester United, he ain't going to another Premier League club. Yeah? He ain't doing that. He's got too much loyalty to Man United. And I for one thing, obviously, I would never say no to Cristiano Ronaldo. I would take him. I'd snap him up. He's clear of that cement-booted fella that we paid 100 million for, and we should have paid the money and got someone like Ronaldo. But the reality is, he's not going to come to Chelsea Football Club. Now, let's see what happens with that. If it happens, I'll hold my hands up. Do you know what I mean? But let's be honest. That's just nonsense. And I'm going to break it down. The way I look at it is Ronaldo wants reassurances that he's going to get the game time, because Ten Hag plays a certain way, a certain style of football. He's trying to rebuild at Man United. And it's the classic scenario of players also using the media to send a message to the manager, because they're all away on holiday at the minute. And I think Ronaldo just wants reassurances that he is going to be a key figure in this squad, and also letting the manager know, look, you need to really strengthen the team. And ironically, Chelsea are used in the process, because, like I say, we are linked to every single club, every single player, and every club that's selling a player. Chelsea Football Club will be linked to them, because we are actively in the market, and everyone knows we're in the market. Everyone knows we've got new ownership with Boehly, who's going to come in and want to make a bold statement and make signings, big signings. And obviously, Ronaldo would be like that marquee signing. But, you know, all the journos are sort of writing off Neymar. Yeah, let's have it right. Well, Ronaldo's even more of a stupid deal. The player's older. He's on just as high wages. You're still going to have to pay some sort of transfer fee. So, in my opinion, Neymar's more realistic. It's way more realistic. And for me, I'd rather go and get a Neymar if you're going to go down that route of the the Neymars and the Ronaldo type signings. Yeah. So I don't buy it. I don't buy into any of that, and I think it's absolute nonsense. But irrespective, Ronaldo is a clutch, generational goat. And regardless of what team he plays in, he carried Manchester United last season single-handedly with his goal contributions, and he scored some clutch goals. So obviously, I'd never say no to Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't think any Chelsea fan would. I think you'd be stupid to say no, even if you had him for a year as a stepping stone to continue our rebuild. It makes complete sense, but it's not happening. It's just not going to happen. A signing like that. George Mendes is the agent, right? Well, George Mendes, I think he's the agent of Felix as well, João Felix. So there might be a bit of misinterpretation here. Maybe we're looking at that sort of player instead. I'm not too sure what to buy into that. But like I say to every single one of my followers and people that watch me, I don't buy into all this, this information that just gets put out for clicks. That's all it is. I mean, you associate Ronaldo with Chelsea Football Club, and the whole of Twitter and the media just has a meltdown, But like I say, there's an ulterior motive behind, I think, why Ronaldo's doing it. I think he's orchestrating it behind the scenes to get reassurances that he's going to play next year. And Ten Hag would be an idiot not to play him or keep him in the team. But that's why I wanted to play that Ferguson clip, which is quite a rare clip. I don't know if anyone's seen it, but that is quite a serious clip. And I wouldn't be surprised if, I mean, that was before the press conference actually went live. So that was he said that personally to them before they went live. In other words, here's your warning. And I think the gaffer, Tommy T, I can see traits of that in him, especially when all the sanctions were going on and he was getting drawn into all these political questions, should I say? Getting my tongue twisted there. Yeah. I just find it. I can relate and I can see a correlation between the two managers, and I think Tuchel handled it very, very well when he was put in that sort of spotlight on the spot to have to answer questions like that. And that brings me on to my next thing about these brown envelopes, yeah. And I'm going to call them all out bit by bit as we get into it. But obviously, Matt Law is a Villa fan. He's probably the most reliable and trusted journalist in for Chelsea. But there's a lot of agenda behind it, a shitload of agenda. And you'll find when I put up some tweets, you'll see other people that are in that circle and related to that circle that might not necessarily be journalists, but they might be they're accounts that have a voice in the Chelsea fan base and have connections, and they all link up to each other, and they all like to talk to each other and keep it all sweet. And then you got Matt Law's podcast and the people that are on that podcast and who they're related, linked with. And it's all linked. It's a massive fucking cesspool out there. I'm not even joking. It is mental out there. But let's start off with a few tweets. I'll go through the comments quickly. I'd like to think I'm talking facts. Yeah, it's bangers and mash waffle. I don't buy it one bit. But they want to disregard Neymar. It's absolute nonsense, mate. Yeah, I did sing that as well. I got a clip of that. If he did sign, we wouldn't be able to do that, would we? That's pretty funny, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah, facts. Yeah, I appreciate it. We need your minerals back on Lucy's channel. Listen, this is why I've set up my own channel, because I can't deal with the panelists, bruv. They all get personal. They don't want to debate football. They want to, if they're losing a debate and they don't like what I say, they have to get personal. I ain't got time for it, fella. I really don't have time for it. I can't be asked for it. And the funny thing is, they all give it big un, but they're on my show, in my chat, So yeah, big up to all you little princesses. Big up to all of you lot. I'd take Neymar at the bridge. Absolutely, I would. 100%. I actually think something could happen with Neymar. Personally, I think there's something going on behind the scenes with Neymar, because it seems like PSG are open to sort of getting him off the books. Maybe he wants a new challenge. I think coming to the Premier League would be that challenge, rather than going back to like Spain. No one in Spain's really going to be able to afford him. Chelsea are a club that can afford him. And obviously we've got the sweetener with Thomas Tuchel managing our football club, who knows all about Neymar's minerals. Yeah, you say that, but listen, if Tuchel calls him up and wants him and he gets decent paycheck, then why would he not come? Where else is he going to go? He's going to stay at PSG, that bottle job club, tin pot club, never won the Champions League, but they got that so-called generational player Mbappe, who doesn't bring the minerals when it counts, but my boy Kai Havertz does. Mason Mount. Let's have a look. What does this say? We need Johnny to freestyle on his own channel, but I miss him slaughtering panelists. Yeah. But listen, when I go on other people's shows, I can still slaughter them on here. Do you know what I mean? I can still slaughter them on here. Big up, Trev. Always supporting. Johnny, I'd love you to do a show dedicated to agenda parts of our so-called fan base have with Mason Mount. Yeah, I will do that. I was thinking of doing a dedicated show to Mason Mount every Monday. Every Monday, do a Mason Mount show because he's just my boy. He's my favourite player. He's just the minerals. That's what he is. That's all he is. He's got everything in his locker. Absolutely everything. Let's have a look. Ronaldo was United's best outfield player last season, despite United not playing to strengths. Yeah, I agree with that. He's, like I say, without Ronaldo, they would have been probably in that conference league, that conference competition. So, I mean, the goals that I can think of was was it Atalanta? He scored a outside the box clutch goal like last minute. We ain't got anyone with them sort of goat minerals, that the experience, the mental drive. We were relying on that cement booted fraud to give us that, and obviously you know how that went. And I'm going to get into all that as well, and the journalists because they're all tosspots. You know what I mean? They're all tosspots, every single one of them, bruv. All right, so let me get into some tweets here. I'm just going to pick some random ones I've got. So this is Matt Law. Every great frontman needs a decent support act. So where is Romelu Lukaku's at Chelsea? Look at the fucking agenda on this prick. Look at the agenda. As his stats show, there are no connections. Where is Fabregas' Lampard figure? Well, Mason Mount's been our Lampard figure, yeah, for starters, getting us to 29 GA. He's actually beaten Frank Lampard statistically for the first 3 seasons of them both playing for Chelsea Football Club. Mason Mount's 2 years younger, so he's waffling there. Tuchel insists he will support him, but says, "What can I do?" Yeah, what can he do? The guy didn't want to be here, didn't want to play at Chelsea Football Club, ratted us out. Can't play possession football. So Matt Law, what do you expect the gaffer to do? What do you expect him to do? Change his whole philosophy for this guy? Yeah? And every great frontman needs a decent support act. Well, he had Mason Mount supplying, creating chances. We created chances for this guy. Countless chances. Yeah? Countless chances. This is why, I don't know, I think this is why he blocked me. I'm not too sure if this was the reason why he blocked me. Let me just move the comment out of the way. He put Tuchel admits Mason Mount gave him the angry eyes after City snub, but insists he loves the midfield. Also says he's being 13 points off the top. It's not acceptable. And I put he's Tuchel's best player, big game player. So he has every right to be angry, especially when he has to witness a toothless front line, which was Ziyech, Pulisic, and Lukaku, that didn't bring or show any fight, passion, or minerals for the badge. And that was the away game at City, bruv. That was the away game at City. Shocking. That was a shocking game. We played counter-attacking football in that game. All right. But can you see they deter away from Lukaku, right? And Ziyech and Pulisic, and he wants to single out Mason Mount. The fucking agenda on this guy, man. What's this one? It's a bit tight there. As good as Thomas Tuchel has been, Lukaku's return to Inter absolutely puts pressure on him. He has to take some responsibility, and he absolutely has to make sure Chelsea get the right man to replace him and make sure they perform. There can be no excuses on that front. Don't you worry about it, fella. Like, really, we don't really give a shit about your opinion. You're a Villa fan. You ain't got no loyalty or sentiment to our football club. So your opinion really is irrelevant. It's irrelevant, fella. Yeah? Right, this is an interesting one. This is a tweet that Matt Law put out, and it's got Jonathan Goldstein, who was one of the bidders. This was during the period where we were sanctioned, and he was one of the part of the consortiums. And Matt Law's put his WhatsApp chat image of Goldstein in this tweet. All right. If that ain't a brown envelope, I don't know what is. Because that's clear as day a brown envelope. He is clearly siding with that consortium. I think Goldstein's on Boehly's consortium, if I'm correct. Because he's the Spurs fella. Yeah. Explain that one. Nathan Gizzing, careful, you'll get accused of being on his payroll. You're all on fucking payroll. You're all on payroll. Every single one of you, especially you. You're paid to say whatever suits, whatever agenda or whatever target. That is what it's all about. That's the media. It's about the money, mate. It's about the money. It's what they get paid to do. This is Liam Turney now. Liam Turney. Let's see what this fella's got. There's clearly a lot of fat to trim from Chelsea's wage bill and squad, but my main aim takeaway from putting this piece together is giving Mount and James new deals that reflect their importance. Should be an urgent priority for Boehly and Clear. Yeah, of course we know that. And then what have we got here? London is Blue podcast. Really enjoyed reading this, Liam. Top work. Yeah, they're all together, mate. Yeah, they're all together. It's just an example to prove that they all scratch each other's backs and lick each other's asses. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point, Wheezy. The only fat is Lukaku. Yeah, mudded him as well. Mudded him. This is the agreement in principle for Romelu Lukaku by Ornstein to Inter Milan on straight 1 year loan fee, 8 million add-ons, blah, blah, blah. And then someone's put in the comments, I don't think all is lost yet. Is only a 1 year loan and there is a chance he could still come back. The future is still uncertain with Lukaku and Chelsea. And then what did Liam Turney write? Not while Tuchel is there. Well, isn't that interesting, fella? Isn't that fucking interesting? Not while Tuchel is here, Lukaku's coming back. So what does that tell you? Tells you that the gaffer never wanted him and doesn't want him and got rid of him. So you're in the mud, son. Like I told you from the start, you're in the mud. Yeah. This one really roused me up. I think it's this one. Yeah, is Nini FC's what a wrong un. Melissa's talking facts. I've been saying the same thing. You're gonna sign someone at 29 to get him to be a team player. What does that mean? Work hard but look mid, like every other striker we had. Work hard but look mid. This guy didn't even work hard. What are you chatting about? The plan for Rom was wrong from the start. What adaptation happens at 29? Well, that's why it's a bold signing, fella. That's why it's a bold signing. And you're adamant to say Tuchel wanted him. This is, you're stuck. You're mudding yourself, fella. You're mudding yourself. Yeah. And then obviously you got Daniel Childs in the back here, supporting him. There are questions over Tuchel with forwards throughout his career. Way he sidelined Tammy, his issues at PSG, Lukaku now going to be really interesting to see what happens next season. And then obviously my response is straight up facts. The dick riding for this rat is relentless. And the audacity to try and blame the gaffer shows the incompetence to understand the meaning of a bold signing. Brown envelopes believe and prop brown envelopes because they're all part of the same circle. Don't ever say minerals. You ain't got none, both of them. Yeah? And that's a fact, bruv. That's a fact. All right? Let me get the other tweet because there's another tweet here that's very important that links up to it. Where is it? Here it is. So, Matt Law recently put, as good as Thomas Tuchel has been, Lukaku's return to him absolutely puts pressure on him. He has to take some responsibility and he has to absolutely make sure he gets the right man, right? We said that. And then Daniel Childs puts, also Tammy's situation. And then what does Matt Law? Matt Law replies to Daniel Childs, agreed. Right, let me tell you about the Tammy situation, yeah? Let's land the minerals and tell you about that situation. Thomas Tuchel, granted, may have not fancied Tammy too much, right? But I'm going to give you the side of the story that no one wants to tell you. Chelsea Football Club, Marina, was no way going to offer Tammy Abraham more than 120, 30 grand a week. And Tammy Abraham wanted his bigger contract because obviously Hudson-Odoi got I think he was on 140 or 130 Hudson-Odoi. And Tammy Abraham was, saying, look, I've scored 30 non-penalty goals for Chelsea. I've helped us get Champions League football and I deserve a contract. Yeah. They weren't going to give him the contract. That's a fact. Tammy knew he was going to leave regardless. And you know how transfers work, where clubs like Roma, they would have been talking to Tammy's camp throughout that period, halfway to the end of the season. And that deal was getting lined up, and Chelsea knew about it. Thomas Tuchel knew about it. But Thomas Tuchel, if he plays Tammy and Tammy gets injured, what's going to happen? Yeah? What's going to happen? And on top of that, Tuchel's got Werner and Kai Havertz in front of Tammy Abraham. So the board are forcing Tuchel, essentially, or not so much forcing, because we want to see definitely Kai Havertz, Werner as well play, because we paid a lot of money for them. But if Tammy's not going to get his contract and Tuchel knows that, why is he going to play him? He's not going to play him. He's going to play the big money signings that the board want him to play. But no one wants to tell you that. No one wants to tell you that. So I just get wound up. Like there's a reason why. Look, these accounts, these Daniel Charles, Nini CFCs, and even CFC dailies, they're all linked. Everyone's linked to each other. Alex Goldberg, they're all linked to each other. Everyone. Carefree Youth, he used to follow me, and then he unfollowed me because I muddied Liam Towney. Simple as that. And I came at all of them. And I'm not in that circle. I don't want to be in that circle. I'm not interested. But there's obviously a clear agenda towards me because of what I say, and what I say is fucking true. It's been true. I've been proven right countless times. What's this one here? I beg to differ, Liam. If chances weren't coming, we can't say Tuchel is clueless in coaching the attack. Listen to this. Liam's having a go at Tuchel the way he's coaching, and this is where it stemmed from. This is where it all stemmed from. You know, all the fans start to read this stuff because they follow these idiots and they believe it because they're journalists and they think, yeah, they're getting inside information. This is true. And then they turn it on Tuchel because Tuchel's not playing Lukaku and you've got all this Lukaku saga. Liam Towney is basically never going to admit, along with all of them, that Lukaku is a bald signing. They'll never admit it, all right? Because they don't want to be wrong. But I'm telling you lot, my viewers, he's fucking wrong. And he's in the mud. And he put numbers don't lie, the fella. I've seen this guy, 25 Colosta, yeah? And he put, look at all the results. Look how we dominate in the Champions League. And he's talking about chance creation. And it's that absolute bangs and mash waffle. And this is all after. This is this season. So while Lukaku and all the Lukaku saga was going on, that's what this guy's propaganda was all about. Do you know what I mean? Bear with me. I've got to find like I've got quite a lot of stuff here that I maybe haven't uploaded everything because I get carried away. But the point is, what I'm trying to make is everything that's put in the media is put there for a reason. You know, it's there to obviously gain interaction because that's what makes them money and gets people talking. It's also a competition between each journalist, who's more reliable, who's getting the better story. You know, that's the game. That's the name of the game. I had a tweet and I don't know where it is now. So there's a tweet with in Alex Goldberg, Matisse, who I got no problem with Matisse, to be fair. There's a tweet, and I thought I uploaded it. I didn't upload it, but anyway, Grimes is in it, and they put you know, let's join together, let's make peace talks, you know, so they can all get in the circle. Everyone's in the circle together. So Grimes in the circle. She's blocked me. Matt Law's blocked me. Tony hasn't blocked me because he knows if he blocks me, he knows he's sort of like confirming to me that I'm completely 100% right, even though I'm right anyway. But a lot of them are unfollowing me, and all these people and all these accounts. So at the end of the day, they're all together. They're all one big circle. And Nathan Gizin, Pies is in there. That Pies and Mash fella. He's like close with Nathan Gizin. Grimes has had it out with Pies, so it creates a bit of hype. And then people see the little war going on because they think they're people, there's somebody in there, but in reality, they're fucking well below all the sort of Matt Laws and the townies of the game, and Ornstein's, all these people. Even Ornstein, yeah, when we went to sign Kai Havertz, I tried to find the tweet, I couldn't find it, but he tweeted, I think it was a couple of days before we signed, or a day before we signed Kai Havertz, there's no chance we're signing Kai Havertz for less than 100 million. Leverkusen are not going to sell for less than 100 million, and then we signed him for 72 million, fella. So is that propaganda for Leverkusen, in Leverkusen's favour, from Ornstein? You see, all the clubs use each other, you know, and there's all these in the nose, you know, all these in the nose. And another one, Fabrizio, yeah. I don't know if anyone watched his programme last summer, and he brought up news about Jules Koundé, and he said, guys, it's almost a here we go. Not quite here we go, but so close. All terms agreed. Everything's there. What the fuck's happened, fella? A year later, and he's still talking about Jules Koundé. What is that, just to make a video? What? So you can break the news? But I mean, I don't mind Fabrizio. He's a tapping merchant, you know. He doesn't need to take any risks. He's got all the links. But what's going on there? You know, they do get it wrong. You know, don't buy into everything that they say. And but I've forgotten what I was going to say with the other person. Who was it? Grimes, 100%. I mean, she was muddied with Mbappe, and she's sort of gone in the deep end with Dembele. Now, Dembele's an up and down one. Jacobs, on the other hand, or Jacob, whatever his name is, he's sort of like pushing away from that sort of story that, yeah, it's all terms are agreed and this and that. Now, things are done in advance. We know we were talking to Dembele in January, so it is likely, it is possible that Dembele is all sort of done and Grimes is right. But at the same time, anything can happen, you know. If we go and sign Sterling and we go and sign Neymar, you ain't signing Dembele as well, even though you've agreed terms. I think Dembele's still not sure in his head whether he wants to come to Chelsea or not. That's the way I look at it. So let me see. Let me get the comments up, because I haven't been looking at your comments. George Mans represents João Felix. Flower, yes. Well, they do have minerals, yeah. I mean, they're potential. They're not, you know, full-on minerals. They got minerals there, but there's one thing showing it and then, you know, landing it on the big stage. Well, this is a bit of a myth. Neymar's pride issues. I think from what Tuchel says, listen, that's if you want to believe the media. If you want to believe the media. He wants to get away from all that. He hates all the limelight, from what I'm hearing with Neymar. You know, you can't live your life the way you want to live it. He's a superstar. But he's a superstar at the wrong club. They're a shit club. Let's have a look. If Liverpool let Salah go 50 million, you're better off than him. Fucking 100%. But I don't think Salah would move to another Premier League club, because what, he supports Liverpool. Would he come back to Chelsea? I think he probably wants to move to like a Real Madrid or Barcelona, someone like that. Maybe there's a plot in the twist here, twist in the plot. PSG might go for Salah, and that frees up Neymar to come to Chelsea. You know, it's all domino effects, isn't it? It's all domino effects. What's this one? So I think some Chelsea fans don't like Mount because they don't like Johnny projecting onto Mount. Back your players, fuck's sake. Yeah, that's very true, mate. I mean, I get a lot of brunt of the Mount hate because obviously I'm probably the only one. I was the only one after the FA Cup and Carabao Cup final that fucking backed him. I was the only one, the only account. No Alex Goldbergs, no CFC Dailies, no fucking no one with big account. You see, when your players have a bad moment and that's when they need your support the most as a fan. Where do they all go? Fucking shut their lips. They don't say nothing. But when they're doing good, oh yeah, let's get the clickbait. Let's tweet it because you can get all the interaction. It's just nonsense. They're not genuine, mate. It's all about attention, subscribers, clicks, followers, blah, blah, blah. Who gives a shit? What does it matter? Really, in reality, what does it matter? I am literally doing this because I enjoy it. I'm just doing it as a hobby. Like, I went through lockdown, joined all this stuff. I was never on social media. I'm a very private geezer. And I never had social media at all. Nothing. You couldn't find me on the face of the earth. Yeah, people that knew me, and that was it. And I enjoyed going on talking about Chelsea, especially through lockdown, because football's our escapism. That's what it's about, isn't it? These lot take it to another level. It's about making money, being a status symbol in the world, in the footballing world, and they want to be a journalist and blah 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 and all this shit. Nah, not for me. But that's why I did it, and I enjoy it. And from lockdown, I got into streams with Lewis, Monster, and all the people and all the shows you've seen me on, and because I love to talk about my football club and football in general. And then it just come from there. So that's why I'm doing my own thing. I'm really enjoying it. So that's why on my Sunday I'm just doing a quick stream for you lot, because it's not. I like to interact with people. It's really it's good, mate. That's what it's about. I've met some great fans at Chelsea as well that I wouldn't have met before when I was going. So yeah. If we can get Ronaldo, you have to do it automatic. Automatic upgrade. Who would score in any team? Yeah, of course he's an automatic upgrade. The thing is, if you buy Ronaldo, you buy Lewandowski, it affects Kai Havertz. You know, I don't want to affect Kai Havertz. We did that last season with Lukaku. Why are we going to do it again? Matt Law must have had the same agenda as Lukaku. Yeah. Where are they now? They're all in the mud. No chance. Every support ACT needs a decent front man. Yeah, all right. We know that. But Kai Havertz, why are you sleeping on Kai Havertz, man? Why are you sleeping on Kai Havertz? Yeah. Mount and Reece James need new. They'll get them. I ain't worried about them. Proper Chelsea. They're proper Chelsea. These journalists think they're a step ahead of us fans. I mean, look, they get inside information, but the club, you see, the way Roman used to run his club, they would feed the journalists with information, and then that would sort of be put onto us, and we read about it. I think Boehly's going a little bit different for me. You know, there's a lot of stories coming out, a lot of players, mate. We've been linked with loads of players. You know, under Roman, you get that, but you don't get anything like real credible with like tier ones really hammering it out, bashing them out. Mason Mount needs to play more of a 10 role next season. The only way that's happening is if you get Declan Rice, mate. You know, I said this on Gunny's stream. You know, who's your front three if you get Sterling, Dembele? You know, what's your front three? Well, if you've not got a three-man midfield and you haven't got Declan Rice and you've got Jorginho and Kante, then Mason Mount's playing that front three whether you like it or not. He's playing that front three. He's not getting dropped. So you're going to have either Dembele or Sterling dropped, because Kai Havertz will play false nine, because none of those players really... Sterling's not a false nine. Right? None of them are false nine. You've got no aerial ability whatsoever. Kai Havertz is exceptional with his head. So why would you lose that asset by dropping Kai Havertz? That doesn't make any sense to me. Doesn't make any sense. For one season, Ronaldo wouldn't be a bad idea, and then we could go in for Nkunku. Havertz can learn a lot from Ronaldo than Lukaku. Yeah, I mean, obviously, Ronaldo's not happening. I mean, it's not happening. I'll tell you that now. I'm not buying that shit. If you're going to buy Ronaldo, you go and buy Neymar for me. I think Neymar would be better, personally. And he's younger, so you get more years out of him. Ronaldo's on astronomical wages. Yeah. I swear he's like over 500 grand a week. Madness. So do you really want to pay that for 1 year? Well, he's going to want a 2-year contract. I'm not so sure. It's not going to happen anyway. It's clickbait. Sky Sports put out about 2 hours later that Ronaldo doesn't want to leave Man United. Why would he leave the club? He loves Man U. He wants to finish his career there. Doesn't make any sense to me. Johnny, would you have Felix at Chelsea? Yeah, but this is the thing, right? It's the thing. We're going to go and buy Sterling. Arsenal buying Jesus. He'll go Man City, bruv. He'll go Man City. That's where he's going to go. They'll have 100 million there. That's 40. That's 45 million for Sterling, argument's sake, and that's 40 million or 45 million for Jesus. You're close to 100 million there, and their wages. They're on big wages as well, so they're off your books. Frees it up for one player. All they need is one more player. They don't need to replace both of them. They've got Haaland. They've got Calvin Phillips now. You know, so this is another thing that pisses me off. We're going to go and buy Sterling, Arsenal get Jesus, and we are helping Manchester City go out into the market again and get a fucking top talent, which we should be looking at. I just don't get it. Listen, the gaffer wants Sterling. Fine. Look, he'd be a good addition. But for me, Sterling is still a risk. I think he's a risk. Is he going to be hungry? Is he hungry to, he's been at the best team in the league. He's winning Premier Leagues after Premier Leagues. Maybe he's coming to Chelsea to win the Champions League, ironically. Just like Thiago Silva did, leaving PSG. Maybe Neymar would actually, I think honestly, if we got Neymar, Dembele, Havertz up front, Declan Rice, Mason Mount, Kovacic, or Kante, and then you got a De Ligt, Koundé, and Silva, Reece James, Chilwell. Oh, that's a fucking great team. That'll win the lot. That would win the lot, without a question. I mean, that would be a mad team. We'd go and win the Champions. I'm not saying win the Premier League, but I'll tell you what, we'd go and win the Champions League with that team. We'd win the Champions League. Because our team right now is a cup team, and I think Tuchel in cup competitions is unreal. He's elite. He's got the minerals. But we're building for the Premier League, obviously. But that takes time. We need more than one window to do that. Let's have a look here. Rice is more crucial. Rice is a must. He's a marquee signing, Rice. It's a big sign. I think we'll get him. Everyone thinks we're not getting him. Listen, money talks. You throw in a player in there, it talks, eases it. And I think we can get him. I think we will get him. And if we do, Mason Mount can play in the midfield. He can play anywhere, but Tuchel will build around Mount now, and then you can have more flared players up front, free. Sterling, Dembele, Havertz, Neymar's, whoever it is. Yeah, of course, Neymar makes more sense, but the journos want to disregard Neymar. But why is it we keep getting linked to Neymar? We keep getting linked to him. I saw it yesterday. It was trending, and it was on Sky Sports. And I know you can't really go by Sky Sports, but normally when the deal's done, Sky Sports, you look at Sky Sports and say, yeah, it's done. It's done. They said that we're sort of like front runners for Neymar, So that one's going to be around for a while. There's a lot of movement going on. I saw a tweet about Boehly and Tuchel out hanging out and beef. Imagine them clubbing there, fucking out. Yeah, with their stonies on. You know what I mean? Tuchel's got the minerals, mate. He's he's landed it with Boehly. Boehly's full on with him. Boehly has gone in and got rid of Lukaku like that. He's done it instantly. Instantly done it. He's backing the gaffer. If the gaffer wants Sterling, then he's going to get Sterling. Anything more than 40 million, too much, because he's going to be on high wages for me. And why are you going to give City a lot of money? Fuck them. You know what, City, yeah? They always get their signing so quick. Have you noticed? Every time it's a City signing, they get it done quick. Do you know why? They hand the brown envelopes under the table to get the deal done. I swear by it. They pay over the odds, that club. and they shouldn't even be in the Champions League. They should have been done. Those emails, where did they go? Why were they not shown? What's all that about? That court case should have happened, didn't. But when it's Chelsea, yeah, transfer ban, let's fuck them over, which it did. That really set us back big time. And sanction him. Let's sanction him. Let's get Roman out. He's not part of our circle, so we need to get Roman out. And that's what happened. So Chelsea, there is a clear campaign against Chelsea Football Club. Always has been. And there always will be, sadly. There always will be. Yeah, fuck City. Yeah, I agree. Only 2 teams can afford Neymar, Chelsea United, if Ronaldo left. Yeah, well, this is interesting. If Ronaldo does leave, me personally, I think the best move for him is to go Bayern Munich and replace Lewandowski. I think that's the club that he should go to. And then obviously he'd tick off the Bundesliga. And he'll score goals in Bundesliga. You get fucking loads of time Bundesliga. Loads of time on the ball. Loads of space. So it'd be good for his age, Be good for his age. Lewandowski's playing there at, 33, is he? 34? 33? He could still play there, really. He could still stay there and play there. So potentially, I think United would go in for him. I think United might go in for Rice. If Ten Hag wants him, they'll pay the money. Listen, I've got my banner. Please like the video. It's very important to like the video because it helps it push out. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. If you're in here and you ain't subscribed, then I appreciate if you will. And then follow social. You don't have to follow socials. You can just watch YouTube. You know what I mean? I'm on Twitch live now as well. So if you're a Twitcher, then follow me on Twitch or watch it on Twitch. No worries. I think Jorginho's going. And do you know what? All the Jorginho stands, fucking virus, they can go with him. Yeah? They can all go with him. All right? I like Georgie. All right? I think he's a great player. But the amount of toxicity that his fans give to this fan base is fucking relentless. It is relentless. And I want that out. I want it out. They're defending him at all costs. Georgie slows down our game, our transition and our game. It slows down. He hasn't got a long ball from the pivot. He's just this season especially, and I'll give you the Real Madrid game at home. How long did he hold on to that ball? He had so many opportunities to release it and he didn't. And that's the frustrating thing with Jorginho. And he's a sideways master. And if he hasn't got the wing backs, then he's nullified. You need Jorginho and Kante and Mason Mount to do a lot more work for him, even though he just sits. He's got no ball recovery. Declan Rice changes everything at Chelsea Football Club. He adds a completely different dynamic to our football team and the way Thomas Tuchel wants to play. So for me, that is such a big signing. Big signing. Yeah, big up, Daddy Tuchel. Big up, mate. If it came to us v Newcastle for Neymar, surely he'd come. I mean, he ain't going to win. He's not even in Champions League at Newcastle, so no, I don't think he'd go there. Listen, he'd only go there for the money, just like Jesus is going to Arsenal. It's for the money. It's not about ambition. But why would he go Newcastle? He might as well stay at PSG. At PSG, he's still in a contract. It's not like he's trying to get a new contract. He's in a good contract. So that doesn't make any sense. I don't think he goes to Newcastle. How can I be a member of your channel and Neymar, Sterling, and Ronaldo front three? Neymar, Sterling, Ronaldo front three. Where's Kai Havertz? Where's Mason Mount in this current system? I don't think you're going to sign both Neymar and Ronaldo. Impossible. It's not happening. I'd only sign one of them, and for me, I'd sign Neymar because he's younger. And I just don't believe for 1 second that Ronaldo will come to Chelsea Football Club. I don't believe it. I would take him. I'll bite your hand off for him, but he ain't coming. How can I be a member? I mean, for now, just subscribe. I'm very close to 1K subscribers and all that stuff. And then I think after that, maybe you can become a member. I need to research how that works because obviously I'm new to this. But yeah, as long as you subscribe and just like the video for now, I really appreciate that. Yes, I do rate Delit. I think we should go and sign him. And if it means Emerson, I'd rather, well, if it seems like Timo Werner wants to leave, Ziyech wants to leave. They both want to leave. Lukaku wanted to leave and he's gone. So Ziyech, that's Lukaku, Ziyech, Werner all leaving. I think the way Boehly's doing it is moving quite smart. And I think he's going with the American model. I think in baseball, if I'm correct, you trade players. So I think he's trying to instill that kind of model of, look, we want your player and I'll give you this player and money. And if this player's open to coming to your football club, then it's a deal. And you're killing two birds with one stone. And Boehly could be a master at that. Obviously, he's an American owner. He's a billionaire. He's a businessman. He knows how to run a business. Chelsea is a business. Football is a business. All he needs to know is, who am I going to try and buy and who am I trying to sell? And I'll do it. So I would say this. If Werner goes the other way to Juventus and you get Delit for 60 odd million plus Werner, I think his release Delit's release clause is quite high, isn't it? I think it's like 90 odd million or something. So you need to get a good deal there. Or you put Emerson in the deal. Get rid of Emerson, bruv. Who's going to buy Emerson? Juventus, give him Emerson, and we'll find another club for Timo Werner. Maybe if Lewandowski goes, Bayern Munich will be open to Timo Werner, and Timo Werner will want to go there. But it's clear as day Werner wants to go. There's a lot of news about Pulisic as well. Pulisic is not happy, right? Pulisic is not happy. He's not happy. And if Sterling comes in, Dembele comes in, what happens to Pully? What happens? It's a team squad game. It's a long season. So there will be a lot of games, but Pulisic can be looking at it like, I want to play first team football. And if you're making these signings of Sterling and Dembele, they're going to play over me because they want first team football. Sterling wants reassurances. Dembele, it's been sound that he wants reassurances. So it's a tricky one. And I don't want disharmony in the squad again where people start bitching and moaning like Ziyech and Pulisic that they're not playing. They're not playing regular because they're not bringing the minerals on a regular basis consistently. And that's how it is. They need to do that. Minerals, fine. I see your face. Yeah, big up, Stuart. If you ain't subscribe, mate, and appreciate the support. Like the video and all while you're at it. Also, people, after the video, I want you to put in the comments all your thoughts. Give me feedback. It's very important for me. Very important. Yeah, all day long, mate. Minerals FC, up the Chelsea. Up the Chelsea, have it right. Uncle Todd. Yeah, Uncle Todd. Ben's from America, isn't he? He's coming over. Big up to Ben. I'm hearing he's coming over from America. He's going to be at pre-season. He's going to come over for the Leeds game. Great game to come to, mate. Great game to come to. And I'll be there. I'm sure I'll see you. Todd gives Werner the Dodgers box seats for a game, then ships his ass out to the old lady Juve. Fucking ruthless minerals. Love that, bruv. Love that. Oh, that was quality. Pulisic not happy. I've always said Werner, Ziyech, Pulisic might go, but because TT wanted to clear out the attack apart from Minerals, Mount and Havertz. Yeah, and I did say, and I've said it, the only untouchables at Chelsea Football Club right now is, especially in the front line, is Havertz and Mount. Midfield for me is Kovacic, 100%. I think Tuchel puts Kante in that bracket. Listen, the way Tuchel describes Kante when he's fit, and he will get fit if he's got a Declan Rice in and he's got squad depth with Gilmore, Gallagher, and players coming back, then you can sort of monitor and manage Kante in the best possible way, which therefore means you'll get the best N'Golo Kante. And he described him as like his Mbappe, his what's the word? Kevin De Bruyne and all this, his Neymar. So yeah, Kante's in there for me. And then Thiago Silva, Reece James, Chilwell, and Mendy. Chalobah as well, sorry. Chalobah, Trev's in there. Everyone else currently in the team now. The jury's out. The gaffer's going to assess everyone. And also, I was going to say, all the deals that are happening or that we're linked to, we still have to wait for pre-season. Unfortunately, you're going to have to wait for pre-season. Until pre-season hits, Thomas Tuchel can assess all of the youth players, Broha, Gallagher, Gilmore, Ampadu, Colwell. He's going to assess them all right? And he'll choose which ones he's going to want to keep and who's going to be shipped out on loan or sold. And I'm telling you now, I don't want Gilmore sold. I think Gilmore, I think actually, out of the two, I think Gallagher's more likely to be sold than Gilmore. I think I think Chelsea get more money for Gallagher with Everton than they would with Gilmore. Gilmore's just signed a 1-year contract extension. I think he's going to be given another loan to Everton, but obviously Lamps loves Gallagher as well. He loves both of them. Do you know what? Those two transform Everton's midfield instantly. You'll see Lampard ball, mate, in full flow. So all you Lampard haters, you're in the fucking mud. He's going to do very well at Everton. Mark my words. Lamp's got the minerals, mate. He salvaged his career by keeping Everton up. Otherwise, I think he would have been done as a manager. Now he's going to kick on. He's got the fight in his belly. Everyone doubted him as a player when he came to Chelsea. They doubted him at West Ham. And Harry Redknapp told everyone he's going right to the top. And he did. Greatest goal-scoring midfielder in history, in my opinion. Yeah, of course I will be. I will be. Listen, why would you not? Why would you not? I don't understand people with Havertz. They don't get it, mate. They don't understand the player we've got, man. You don't understand the player we've got. Yeah, like I say, a lot of people doubted Mason Mount. A lot of people, and they still do. But a lot of them are coming around. They've got some minerals injected in them to understand that he's a baller, the star boy, and Kai Havertz is just as it's got as many minerals, bruv. I'm telling you that now. Them two have got a real chemistry together. Kai Havertz, Mason Mount. We lack chemistry. So why the hell would you go and sell Kai Havertz? It ain't happening. What's happening, Fat? Let's have it right. His brown envelopes journalists ain't got the minerals. They're a long way from Starbucks. Yeah, I do say that. They ain't drinking that latte up the minerals. Let's have it right. Yeah, big up, Fatter, man. Big up, Fat. Yeah. What's this one? Johnny, Kante's generational. He's one of a kind. We need to ensure he's fit. I agree. He's more important than Jorginho. All right. Kante is more important than Jorginho. As long as we get Declan Rice in. If we get Declan Rice in, I'm all for it. Again, we've got to assess, is Jorginho going to sign another contract? If he is, he's staying. Is he going to stay with going on a free next year? I wouldn't do that. I think you cash in and get money on him. I think he wants to go back to Italy, personally. It will suit him and his career. And then Kante, for me, is irreplaceable. He's irreplaceable. There is no other N'Golo Kante. 80-90% N'Golo Kante, world-class player, untouchable. He walks into every top 3 team in the world. Walks in and starts. So yeah, Kante is nonsense. Everyone on Twitter saying Emil Smith Rowe is better than Mount. I was laughing at him. Listen, he's Stellar Rowe, brother, on here. He's Stellar Rowe. He's nothing but Stellar Rowe. Did he even did he even make the squad, England squad? I don't think he did he? Shocking chance creation for that player who's their number 10 as well. I can't resist the argument between Minerals FC v Lewis. Absolutely inevitable. Yeah, but Lewis, like I got for Lewis. Lewis is a Georgie stan. He's a Havertz hater. I mean, I don't even think what he thinks about Mount, to be honest. But to say that Mount is not undroppable is delusion for me. I think any fan that thinks Mount is not undroppable is deluded. The gaffer plays him every game. He's the most important player. He's the glue of the team. And I keep telling people that. And I can say it all day long, as much as I want on my show. He's the glue of the team. He's the minerals. He's the cement. He's everything of this football club. He's the face of Chelsea. He will be the captain. Everyone wants Reece James as captain because, I don't know, they just got an agenda against Mount. But Mount is a proper captain. Yeah? Everyone subscribes to Johnny Gets Monetized. Yeah, cheers, Silky. I appreciate that. Gilmore is more important for our system, especially if Georgie leaves. Yeah, absolutely. In fact, Gilmore has got more than what Georgie's got. Georgie's got the experience, but Gilmore for me has got he'll go right to the top. He's got a pass, progression, can get out of tight spaces. IQ is unreal for a young kid. Pace, he's strong, Scottish. He's got the Scottish minerals. I think he's got a bit of Spanish minerals in him. I love him. I love Gilmore. If we sold Gilmore, I'd be devastated. I'd be pissed. I'd be very pissed. But he's so important because he can slot in. He can play 6. He can play 8. He can entwine. He's got everything, mate. He's got all the minerals, Gilmore. I love Gilmore, mate. What's this one? Neymar in contact with Juventus. Well, who's reported that? Who's reported that? Neymar is considering a move away from PSG. Chelsea have the finances to do the deal. Manchester United would have to sell Ronaldo, and the only other club would be Newcastle. I don't know who's RMC Sport. I don't follow these journalists. I don't know who these are, but I'm sure they're large accounts that are. I'm telling you, Neymar is an interesting one. I think Boehly will go for Neymar. He wants to make a statement. He wants to send a message to everyone, you know. And who's the best manager? The best manager to get the best out of Neymar and to convince Neymar to come is Thomas Tuchel, by far. RMC Sport are quite reliable. Fair play. I'm all for it. Then I'm all for it. DiMarzio, how are he getting information from us? The guy from Italy. DiMarzio, bruv, he scarred me, that fella, ever since he broke out the news with Lukaku. DiMarzio is linked with Toothpick Gissin, Nathan Gissin. They're linked. So all the information comes from Italy. If you read the reports, Gissin was talking about Italian players that were linked with through DiMarzio because they're linked. Pies is linked with him. They all do podcasts and all this shit together. They're all one cesspool, mate. They're all one cesspool. So I'm not really bothered about them, bruv. Not really bothered. Right. What else is there? Talk to me, chat. Talk to me. It's possible because he wants a marquee signing. Yeah, he does want a marquee signing. He does want a marquee signing. And I think Neymar is that player. He's the player you want. He's a great player. Wonderful player, talent. It'd be something we haven't got. It'd be something we haven't got. So we'll see. We'll see. There's a lot of nonsense going on anyway. I'm just going to have a quick look on the old Twitter. Because news is going to change very quickly. What do we think about Sterling? Because my thing is the timing of the deal. If you go and get Sterling now, that will be probably like, oh, okay, he's filled in for Lukaku, even though it's not a Lukaku position, all right? But then you're going to try and offload Werner and Ziyech. Ziyech has got to go, right? Ziyech and Lukaku were like that. Pissed me off. Real sulker. Even Ten Hag warned Lampard of Ziyech and his attitude. And I saw him on the last game of the season and he walked off pretty quickly to get off after the fans clap the players for the end of the season. I think Ziyech has got to go, and he's open to Manchester United and he's open to AC Milan. I think he needs to go Serie A. It suit him at Serie A, slow league, pensioners league, and he can stat pad. Neymar is Hazard replacement. Yeah. Because Mason Mount's been carrying us. Mason Mount's been carrying us for the last 3 seasons. No one's been as good as him. Not one player. So Neymar will help Mason Mount. And I think Mason Mount elevates Neymar. He'll make sure he performs. I'll tell you that now. Middles Mount is a general. He'll make sure he performs. Do you think Chelsea will go for Marquinhos? It's a big deal, that. That's a big deal. That's a lot of money. You need 2 centre-backs. You're going to blow 100 and whatever million on one centre-back. I think it's a bit unrealistic. I'd love him. Don't get me wrong. World class. But I don't think that's possible. Hopefully we're going for Rice. Yeah, we will. Rafinha, Sterling. Well, we might get both. Sterling could be great for Chelsea, or he'll be the new Sean Phillips. Yeah. I'm skeptical with Sterling. People think he comes in, he's like automatically going to make us fantastic and score a shitload of goals. He's very good at finding space. He's very good in the system that Tuchel wants to play. He's great in Pep's system. But like I say to you, he's downgrading. The players around him are not in every position are not all top quality. We're rebuilding. Manchester City, they've got 2 players for every position. Manchester City are literally a complete side. So when he plays, and he misses a lot of chances, and Manchester City create a lot more chances, how's he going to deal with it? He's going to have hungry, mate, to come and play. Tuchel will not accept complacency. If we go for Sterling, we won't get Neymar. I don't know. I'm not so sure about that. Yeah, I did say that. I think Rice will be next summer. The thing is, we can't afford to wait another summer. You got no Kamara, no Basuma, no Shermani, no Calvin Phillips. There is no one else. Sangare, whatever his name is, that's the only other player. And I don't even know how good he is. All right? We can't afford... I'm sorry, I can't go another season with Jorginho and Kovacic and Kante. And then you've got to rely on young boys again, Gilmore and Gallagher, to perform, which I'm sure they will, but it's a consistency game and it's playing for Chelsea. You're not playing Norwich and Crystal Palace, mate. You're playing for Chelsea. The expectations, the ambitions are right up there. The other teams are down there. So That's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough. Hi Johnny. Remember that vid of you when you was having dinner at your table? Number 9. Yeah. Of course, yeah. I asked for number 19. Number 19 is my number, bruv. That's Mason Mount. People thought that, yeah, it's true. It's true. It happened. I was out with my mate, and I had to do a little vid. But that's my pinned tweet. I could have had loads of pinned tweets on there. I could put my channel on my pinned tweet. Nah, mate. That's my pinned tweet. That is the minerals, mate. So big up. Thanks for following on Twitter as well. Rice has always been our second option after Chirmeni. No, he's not. He's not. Not. Because if Chirmeni was first choice, we would have gone and bought him last year. And we didn't. Declan Rice is number 1. We have a free run at Rice now. City got their DMs, and I hope United wouldn't go. Well, United might go for Rice. United might go for Rice. And if they do, I'm concerned. Let's have a look. All right, I'm on 79 likes. I'm really happy with that. But can we get to 100? If you're in here and you ain't liked, please like it. Get it up. And obviously subscribe. Yeah, big up. I'll put that up again. What's this one? Everyone, yeah. So, I mean, look, I'm going to take everything with a pinch of salt with these guys. Ronaldo ain't happening, all right? It's not happening. It's called paper talk. It's called clickbait. It's bangers and mash waffle. It's the normal routine by these journalists. It's come from an Ornstein at the Athletic, yeah, and all them cronies. I don't buy it for 1 second. There's no chance we're getting him. No chance. He ain't leaving Manchester United. No way. And if he leaves, he goes out. He leaves the Premier League. That's facts. I'm telling you, that's facts. Neymar's a very hard deal to do. I'm not so sure we can do that. I would like to think that would be a special deal to do, but I doubt it. Sterling, you need 6 signings. Let's say 6 signings. For me, the most important thing is De Ligt and Koundé. There's all this talk about Koundé's going to Barcelona now. I mean, what is it? What is it with these lot? What story is true? These lot don't tell the truth. They don't stick to it. They all keep changing. They're wishy-washy, man. Flip-floppers. Every single one of them, bruv. All flip-floppers. It's pathetic, mate. Absolutely pathetic, bruv. And Grimes could be a fraud, mate. She could be a fraud. Because she's put all her eggs in one basket with Dembele, trying to say she was right with Lukaku. Well, no one was right. No one's come out and said he was a bald signing. Where are they? I'm waiting for them to land the minerals. Where are they? Because they ain't here. They ain't here, mate. So, whatever. Shit, is Lewis on as well? Right. Well, listen, I'm going to, if there's anything else you want to say, then put your stuff in the comments. Put your comments in there. Grimes has no minerals. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Well, at the minute, yeah, he's going to stick to 2 6s because we haven't got any players. We haven't got the players to play in the back 4. I'm sorry, we ain't got it. I haven't even heard it. I think Eminem's a GOAT by far. Him and Tupac for me, greatest. Apparently Koundé wasn't a Tuchel type. Yeah, but who's saying that is my point. Who's saying that? It was all propaganda throughout the year that Koundé was wanted by Tuchel. So who do you believe here? Who do you believe here? Yes, Jem. No Koundé coming is nonsense. Announced the crown jewels. Yeah, facts, mate. Facts. If you want to get in here, Jem, I'll send you the link, geezer. If you want. But I don't buy it, Jem. I don't buy that he's not coming. I think he's coming. 100% he's coming. I think he's coming. Yeah, 100%. This is what the show's called, Brown Envelopes Transfer News, because they're all fucking bangers and mash waffle merchants, every single one of them. You know what I mean? They're all waffle merchants. I can't stand them. I've always hated them. You know, well, I don't hate anyone. I just despise them. I absolutely despise them. They're full of shite. This one's funny though. Look at that. Careful, you get accused of being on his payroll. You're on payroll, fellas. You're on payroll. What do you mean it's already started with a proper Chelsea bashing? What's that mean? Explain. Explain what that means. You like the potential signing of class, right? Yeah, 10 million, snap him up, squad player, I'm all good. Yeah, but he's been our main target all fucking year. He's been our target all year. Brown Envelopes FC, yeah, they all are. They all are. 100%. They're all brown envelopes, mate. Every single one of them. So, right. What's this say? Jester Kai and multiple others bashing Chelsea fans. Yeah, but, you know, they're not proper Chelsea, are they? Bashing other Chelsea fans about what? You know? About what? Kai's the biggest plastic ever, bruv. The biggest plastic, mate. Cucurella is a great player to have for rotation. Yeah, well, not even rotation, man. He's going to want to play first team football. I think he's going City. Fuck me. If City get him, Phillips, Haaland. They sell Sterling and Jesus. They could go and get Felix as well, man. They've rebuilt. He's rebuilt a team in one window. He's rebuilt like up the levels. You know, he wants that Champions League. He wants that Champions League. So it will come. It will come. Them mugs of journalists think they're way ahead of us fans. They don't want to add real fans to that podcast. They're doing nothing because they don't want to hear. Listen, not one of them have ever asked me to go on. Not one. I've seen a lot of other people go on. Not me. They wouldn't ask me. They wouldn't dare me to go on because I'll say it how it is. I'll say it how it is. I've never rated Matt Law since he said that shit about Rudy. Yeah, thank you for that. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The lies, the way you spread news, even if it did happen, right? Even if it did, what's your fucking right to leak stuff like that? You're doing it for clickbait. You're doing it because you want to make a name for yourself. And that pissed me off. Well, it pissed Rudy off as well, you know. Thanks for reminding me on that, Cube. Thanks for reminding me. What's this? Being proper Chelsea apparently is really putting me off watching this stream. Jester hates our kids. Kai coins in with the hate. As for the mount hate of, listen, it's all forced, mate. It's all forced. It's for views. It's for get a bit of attention. Do you know what I mean? Anyone who hates Mount ain't a proper Chelsea fan, right? The real Chelsea fans, they love Mason Mount, right? So they're obviously not that, are they? They're obviously not that. They're just whatever. Fans are there to support your players and your club. The days are gone where we're blowing out hundreds of millions of pounds of transfer fees to buy ready-made players. You know, it ain't going to be like that. We can do it now at the start, but we're going to be self-sufficient on our academy. And these lot hate the academy. They hate the academy, all of them. All right. How can you hate your academy that produces such talent? How does that make sense? How are you a Chelsea fan if you hate that? The DNA of the club. They're raised to play for Chelsea. Like that's their ambition, their dream. And that leads me on to like Broha. If Broha doesn't want to fight for his place at Chelsea, then he's going to go. You know, you don't get a guaranteed starting place, and that goes for any loanee player, any loanee player. Don't forget how much Tuchel can make Delit like he did Rudy, and if we 100%, you know, Tuchel's ability to develop players, unreal. Look what he's done with the players that we've had. You know, average. Rudiger's average, bruv. Right? Rudiger before Tuchel came in, hardly played. He cannot play back four. He's only all right in the back three. He's not been that great, yeah, and he's only been amazing under Tuchel, right? Christensen up and down, up and down, but he made them look unreal, top class, world class. Rudiger is in his sort of like latter stages of career. He's in his prime now, and the system suits Rudiger. And he's added the shithousery. He didn't quite have that when he first came. I didn't see that. He was quite frustrating, if I'm being honest. But anyway, fuck him. He's gone. He wanted to go. He got his deal at Real Madrid. Let him go. I don't want to talk about Rudiger and Christensen. They fucking let our club down. They let our club down. Yeah, you get my point. That's why I don't mingle with them a lot. I can't be bothered. They talk shit. Big up Johnny. Mount is Chelsea through and through, and he's good enough for Chelsea. The hate is a joke. Chelsea till we die. Yeah, big up Dread. Yeah, 100%. Like I say, the real Chelsea fans know that know about Mason Mount. They get Mason Mount, and the ones that don't get him are the haters. The ones that made their judgment on him, and they hate to be proved wrong. But he's going to keep proving them wrong all the time, every game, and he does it. He's been our best player for the last 3 seasons, and they can't stomach it. Oh, but everyone else has been shit. Yeah, because Mount isn't actually that good. He's not that level, but they've all been shit, so it makes him look good. Yeah, let's see. Let's bring in Dembele. Let's bring in Neymar. Let's bring in, like we did, Kai Havertz and Timo Werner. Let's bring in all these players, and Mason Mount will still be at the top. He'll still be our best player. What are you going to say then? Oh, yeah, we got Neymar when he was too old. Dembele's injured. He's injured halfway through the season. Kai Havertz, he's just not good enough. You know, it's excuse after excuse, mate. The agenda is ridiculous. The agenda's a joke, mate. So, whatever. I don't need to hear it. Like, on my channel, I've got nothing but love, respect for Mason Mount. He's like I say, he's Chelsea through and through. He's just a generational baller, mate. Honestly, there is no other player in world football like Mason Mount. You ain't gonna find one. Go and find me one. Find me a player like Mason Mount. A player at 22, it's won Champions League, Super Cup, Club World Cup. You know, pivotal to us winning and part of that team. There is no other player in world football. Kevin De Bruyne weren't doing that. Everyone, Dick rides Kevin De Bruyne. Where was he? He was leaving Chelsea because he couldn't get guaranteed minutes. Mason Mount is already our first teamer in a good team with an elite manager. You know, it's not like we've got all shit players around us. We've got decent players. They're not all world class, but they're good players as a team. And he's outdoing everyone. He's outdoing everyone. He's a great player. Fucking great player. Every manager that has managed Mount has made him first choice, whether at club or international level. But these idiots think they know better, and he should not start. Yeah, I mean they'll think he'll get dropped. You know, you go and make these signings, Sterling, Dembele, and all these signings, and they think that Mason Mount gets dropped. Yeah, well they're going to be very surprised. They're going to be very surprised because he ain't getting dropped. There's no way he's getting dropped. 100% he ain't getting dropped. He's the glue of the team. Without Mason Mount, Chelsea don't play. They don't play the way that we play. The way Tuchel wants to play. Tuchel knows what Mason Mount's about. His stats are ridiculous. They're ridiculous. I'll get stats. I'm going to get a collection of stats on Mason Mount, and I'll show you on stream. I'll go through all the stats. They're ridiculous. And his progression from the first 3 seasons, it's mental, right? It's mental. His stats at Vitesse were ridiculous, mate. I think someone's done a comparison to, was it KDB? KDB got more assists, but Mount got more goals. And he still got a fair amount of assists at the similar age because Mount was 17, 18. So, yeah, I mean, listen, Mount's not the problem. Reece James ain't the problem. Kai Havertz ain't the problem. It's the players around. You know, the Werner Ziyech's, even Hudson-Odoi. I think Hudson-Odoi's got a great opportunity. A lot of people hate on Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi hasn't had a good run in. He hasn't really had that chance, you know. And last season was a write-off. You can't go too much by last season for players that are trying to break in or get some sort of rhythm, because we've had the sanctioning, we've had countless issues going on. It's just let's clean slate, new ownership, bring some players in, then judge them, then assess them and say, are they good enough for Chelsea or not? You know? So yeah, that's the way I look at it. But like I say, like and subscribe if you can. That'll be appreciated. And thank you for all being in here. Do you know what I mean? The more likes and subscribes helps me grow. And I'll bring you more content. And like I say, once I end this stream, can you put in your comments what you think, any feedback, anything that's on your mind? Let me know. I'm going to do a call-in show on the Fridays, so that's when people will get to come in and have their say, and I'll do that as a regular thing, and I'll see how we go. And I'll do, as news breaks out or anything I want to just get off my chest, I will come on and make a stream and that, and we can talk more about football. But before I go, if there's any questions, put them in now, and gladly I'll answer them. And if I get them too late, I'll answer them in the comments after the show. I'll go through them. You can have a look. But listen, there's a lot of people in the fan base that all fucking talk nonsense. You know, a lot of people talk nonsense. And I know it's a game of opinions with football, and that's what makes it exciting and great to have debates and talk about things. But to what extent where you're hating on your own players, it's just sickening, mate. It's a joke. Mason Mount also had to prove himself when the gaffer first. Yeah, he did. And he did. Listen, every manager's played him. He's a manager's dream. Look, I'm going to tell you facts, yeah? I'm going to tell you facts. You want to listen to brown envelopes, yeah? Listen to me, yeah? All right? Xavi, Barcelona want Mason Mount. Real Madrid have inquired about Mason Mount. Pep Guardiola loves Mason Mount. Klopp loves Mason Mount. And Ten Hag loves Mason Mount. And there's someone in Germany as well. There are an array of clubs. Oh, and Italy as well. There are clubs that are after Mason Mount, and he will not leave Chelsea Football Club. The only way Mason Mount is leaving Chelsea Football Club is there's only one way. You have to buy the football club, and he still won't leave. Let's have it right. That's the only way. So anyway, but when are you going to get Monster on here? Listen, if he wants to come on, he can come on. I'm not going to beg anyone to come on here. Whatever it is what it is. I'm open to all sorts of people coming on, you know. But we see how it goes. I'm going to get a couple of guests next week. I'm going to get on someone who's he's a lot older than me, mate, and he's proper Chelsea. He's been home and away Europe a lot. He'll be coming on, and we're going to do a show, me and him, and that'll be great. That'll be Tony. It's Tony Rolfe, who's a top boy. And there's a lot of good things that I'm going to bring to you guys on the channel, and mix it up a bit. And likewise, we'll blend it in with what's happened at the football club and what is likely to happen, and we can talk about transfers or likely signings and blah blah blah. That's the way it's going to go, yeah. Mount and Kai was better than all our attackers last season, and some of our fan base who don't believe that should be disgraceful of themselves. Listen, you heard me with Lewis. You heard me countless times argue with people. They're not the problem. They're not the problem. They never have been the problem. It's the deficiencies in the team that affect players like Kai Havertz and the way we play. Yeah. So I think we're going to see Kai Havertz ball out this season. He's going to ball out. We get the right, Gaffer gets the right signings, and everyone's on the same page. Kai Havertz going to listen. If you go and sign a striker, it's going to hurt Havertz. He's not. You know, I want to build around Kai and Mason Mount. I want to build around those two, whether anyone likes it or not. Yeah. Stanford Chidge. I'll try and get him on. Yeah, it'd be great guest to come on. All the TV pundits love Mason Mount. Ex-players like Roy Keane, Graham Souness, Alan Shearer. Yeah, listen, this is my point. They all know about. The thing is, right? They rave about him and they love him, but they'll always prop Foden more or a Grealish. I've noticed it in the media. Mason Mount's doing way more than those two statistically and in honours, and yet they prop them more. There is an agenda though. Don't think that they ain't got an agenda against Mount. Trust me, they have. Even the media. Well, wouldn't that'd be the minerals, wouldn't it? That'd be fucking unreal. Yeah, please help me get to 100 likes. I didn't want to stay on for too long. I'm an hour and a half, so I don't want to go on too much longer. I've said what I've got to say. Like I say, if you haven't watched the whole stream or you've got in here late, please go back, watch it, comment about it. Let me know what you think, whether you agree or disagree with what I'm saying. Not that I care, because I say what I think, but you know what I'm saying. Just feedback generally on the show, and I'm happy with that. I appreciate all the support you lot are giving me right now. I'm obviously overwhelmed by it. And there's still 54 of you in here. I'll tell you what, I'll end it at 100 likes. If I get 100 likes, I'll end the stream and then it's done. But you probably won't want me to. But I need to end it anyway. So I've got quite a lot of things to do today. But I just wanted to bring up about the brown envelopes. Let me know. Do you think I should do this a regular thing then? Do you think I should do this a regular thing? What's you got here? That's Scott Wanker still bigging up Lukaku. Even listen. He's a wanker, yeah? All right? Funny enough, the other day I put in a comment in Lewis's and he got personal, as he always does, because he's a little kid, got personal. But he, funny enough, was in my comments, the stream before, my stream that I did the day before. So if he hates me so much and they all fucking bitch about me so much, why are you on my shit for? Yeah? You mugs. But bigging up Lukaku, what? Bigging up what? What's there to big up about Lukaku? This is what I'm saying. They've been so muddied, these guys. They've been muddied, and they won't let it go because they hate to be muddied. They hate to be in the fucking wrong. These lot all called Lukaku world class. I want to remind you that. They called him world class. And they backed him. They fucking backed him after the interview. And you watch them fucking idiots. Yes, Gunny. Yes, Gunny. Oh, listen, I'll give you the link, bruv. Do you want to jump on for like 10, 15 minutes? Just land some minerals. Jump on for 10, 15 minutes, Gunny. So I've just got roused up. I'd love to have you on for 10 minutes. I'm gonna have a show with Gunny as well, everyone. Which I did tell you about. I'm gonna do a show with Gunny because he's a top boy and he's obviously Londoner, but he's living in New York. Big up to the geezer. And he gives troops a lot of stick. He gives the minerals to troops, and I love that. Put him in his place, bro. You know what I mean? Puts him in his place. But yeah, get me up to 100 likes. I'm surprised I've got even close to 100 likes. But yeah, big up. I can't, mate. I'm about to... yeah. Kick some ball, bruv. We'll do a show anyway, Gunny. We'll do a show next week. What fits in with you and your schedule? I'm sure there'll be plenty to talk about. Yeah, mud them gooners, man. They're fucking disgraceful fans. Bigging up Super Mick Arteta. Let's see how he does. Yeah, because he ain't got the minerals. Lukaku stunk up. Listen, he did everything. Stunk up everything. Team spirit, respect, loyalty, the way he plays, training like a lump of shit. Yeah, no hunger, no drive, no determination. Just gives up. He's mentally weak, Lukaku. And do you know what? All his stands and all his fans and the ones propping him are mentally weak. They ain't got the minerals. Sometimes you've got to have the minerals, admit you're wrong. Just admit you're wrong. That's all you got to do. And you get respect for that. You get respect for it. These people, man. They ain't got a fucking clue. Do you know what they said? They said that Haaland would be in the same issue as Lukaku at Chelsea Football Club. That's what they said. And they said that he wouldn't make a difference. And I tried to explain. He would go to Manchester City, play much more possession football than we do. He's going to get more chances, all right? But he's going to bag goals. And they're trying to tell me he can't play possession football, that he doesn't press. He can't hold the ball as well. Listen to the nonsense. They called Lukaku world class, but they'll call Haaland generational. But they wanted Lukaku. Wrong-uns. You're delusional. All right, let's see what you say. You say tier ones receive brown envelopes, but you believe an unreliable source saying Mount is wanted by... Right, I know things. I don't need to fucking answer to you, do I? Do I need to tell you, am I a journalist? Do I need to tell you what I know? No, I don't. It's whether you want to believe it or not. It's been reported anyway. But I know things. So whatever you want to say, mate. Whatever you want to say. I saw a picture with Lukaku, Rudiger, and Ziyech all close in training sessions. In that, yeah, of course, That's why he's leaving. All right, I've got 4 likes to go, mate. 4 likes. I'm not even in the know, man. I'm not even in the know, mate. I'm not even that. I don't even claim to be that. But I know shit. I was spot on 100% with the whole Lukaku situation. I told people before we signed him, the board wanted him, the board were after him, the board bought him, right? He's not a Tuchel player. You all believed that he was a Tuchel player. You all believed that Tuchel wanted this fella. Well, if he really wanted him, why did he try to get shot of him so quickly, bruv? You know? And you lot all still backed him. You all still backed a rat. You backed a rat. And now look at what he's made you look like. He made you look like rats. Because you backed him. And then you all go shrivel up in your little fucking shells because you got your only option is to say, yeah, he's a rat. But you backed him right to the end. Fuck off. Nonsense. Mudded by what, bruv? Mudded by what? What, do you want me to tell you where I get my information from? I ain't doing that. Who are you? Why would I do that? What for? I'm not here to be a journalist, bruv. Yeah? Whether you believe me or not, like you believed me with the whole Lukaku thing and you believed all the journalists, where are you now, fella? Where are you now? Where? Tell me. What's the situation? How did that go? How did it end? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. As soon as we were sanctioned, the gaffer benched him. Exactly. He was forced to play him. 13 games he played that cement-booted fraud. 13 games he played him. All right? 13 games. And Kai Havertz rotted for 8 games. 9 games he rotted on the bench. Was it Lukaku's attitude only that caused it? No, mate. He just doesn't fit. Tuchel was adamant not to play the way Lukaku wanted to play, which is counter-attacking. All right, he wouldn't even meet halfway because he's got his way of playing, and rightly so. So he said to Lukaku, "You've told us you can all adapt." Lukaku said it. I'll adapt. I can play this style of football. I've played it before. Well, where is it? Bullshit. Bullshit. What is that? Is that Racker a hater, a Mount hater? Is he? Is he a Mount hater? Well, what are you in here for then? What are you in here for? You ain't gonna subscribe. You ain't gonna like. So what are you in here for? You're just in here for what? Nonsense. But anyway, anyone who, like I said, if you hate Mason Mount and you disrespect Mason Mount, then, mate, go and support another team because he's here for the long haul. Yeah, big up, fella. If you ain't been in here, subscribe and like the channel. That would really help me. And yeah, like, thanks for being in here. Do you know what I mean? I'm still 3 likes away, man. What's wrong with you people? Hey, help me out, bruv. I don't know. He's probably like one of the rats that hate me. One of them dick riders. Probably. Yeah, Johnny Minnels. Yeah, let's have it right. Minnels, man. Yeah, of course. Don't do that. Don't do that. This is where you have to question what you're listening to, and you have to ask yourself, really, if we had Ronaldo in our team last season, he would have been our top goal scorer by miles, 20 plus goals. Easy in our team. You're comparing it to Lukaku. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. I do a call-in show. I will do it on Fridays. That's my call-in show. And when I have guests on, depending on who I have the guests, I don't know if I'm going to mix it up with bringing people on as well. We'll see how it goes. I'm just easing into it. I've got a couple other streams, my debut stream and a stream I did about over the last 4 days. So I've had guests on there and people on there. If you haven't seen them, go and watch it. Go and like it and comment on it. And for sure, I'll like I say, I'll give every Chelsea fan an option to cut an opportunity to come on and have their say. Yeah. Big up, Bobby. Yeah, nice one, fella. Thanks for coming on the other day. That was nice to have someone come on, a bit refreshing and that, with a bit of a balanced view. You know what I mean? So respect to everyone. Yeah. If you haven't liked or subscribed, go for it. I've hit the 100 likes. I'm very happy. You got the minerals. Respect to you all. I'm going to duck out because I think Lewis is doing his stream. I didn't want to cross over. So big up to everyone. Massive respect for you watching my show and listening to me. Listen, like I say, go back, watch it. There's a lot of good stuff there. There's good content here. The last stream I had with Lewis got heated. You'll like that. You probably like all that stuff. It drives me nuts. But yeah, just go and have a look. Look at my stuff. I'm on Twitter, always active. Big up to all of you in here. I honestly proper appreciate you supporting the channel and me. This is a very new thing for me, so you know what I'm saying. I've been doing a lot of Twitter Spaces. I did that a lot. He is the most valuable. He's the most valuable because he's here for longevity. He's here for the next 10 years. He's going to be the captain of Chelsea Football Club. He's rated like he's world class. Well, he's been world class for Chelsea. Yes, he has. Yes, he has. He's got generational stats. If you think Hazard's generational and been our best player, well, Mount's the first player to score an assist in the first, consecutive 5 games in the Premier League. He's the first one with the highest stats compared to Eden Hazard, closest to Eden Hazard, and he's young. You know, let's put respect on Minerals Mount. Plus, he's got Champions League. He turned up in the Champions League. Hazard didn't turn up in the Champions League, did he? You know, no disrespect to Hazard because he's a GOAT, but I'm just saying, you know, Mount in this team at the minute for the Premier League is not built for the Premier League title at this moment in time, and it will get there. But we are built for the Cup team, and he went and delivered in the Champions League. Super Cup, he played. Club World Cup, he got done with injury, which was really sad. But we won it because of Kai Havertz. You know, whether you like it or not, Kai Havertz put the ball in the net with that penalty that everyone likes to, you know, oh, it's just a penalty. Well, all right, we'll say that when it's Jorginho then, shall we? It's just a penalty. It's just a penalty. Yeah? There's no pressure with penalties. Nonsense. Nonsense. Yeah, he's elite. Like I say, he was in the top 10 picks. I'll put them now. I'll put where is it? I'll get you the top 10 picks. If I can find them. Where did I put it? Look, he's here with the Wonder Kids. This was 2018. Mount is named as a Wonder Kid with Delit and Kai Havertz and Kluivert's son. Come on, bruv. What's the nonsense? What's the agenda? Here we go. Here's the top 10 picks. There you go. Mount in there. Mount's in there. There's no Pedri, is there? No. There's no Felix. No. Who else? Mbappe should be in there. He's not in there. So, do you know what I mean? Like, listen, Mason Mount, like I say, he's the minerals, bruv. He's the minerals. That's what he is. He's always been the minerals, bruv. Yeah. But listen, I'm gonna cut out. 104 likes. Subscribe, please. And I'll be bringing more videos out, more content, bruv. More content, always. Big up, Johnny. You crack me up. Yeah, I mean, I'm not there to be funny, to be fair. I'm just saying it how it is, you know what I mean? But big up to you, guys. Hope next season we play 4-3-3. I know Mount as an 8. Yeah. He'll cook. He'll land them minerals. No one's saying he's reached Hazard level. You know, it's a longevity game. You know, but if you want to go by my benchmark's not Hazard for Mount. My benchmark for Mount is Lampard and Mason Mount. First 3 seasons compared to Lampard's first 3 seasons, where Lampard is 2 years older than Mason Mount as well. Mason Mount has beaten him in goals and assists for 3 seasons. You know, overall, if you go on this the first 2 seasons, he beat him goals and assists, actually beat him. And then the third year, which was obviously this season gone, Lampard got 15 goals, Mount got 13 goals. Lampard only got 9 assists, Mason Mount got 16 assists. So, you know what I'm saying? That's the benchmark, and he's 2 years younger. So, respect the minerals. Respect the minerals. But yeah, like I say, big up to everyone. Thanks for watching. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC, and like and subscribe, all that jazz. And I appreciate everyone in here watching, and for all the haters. Yeah, sorry, wrong one. There we go. All the haters, all the brown envelopes. There you go. All the Mount haters. There you go. And to all my people that support me, big up to every single one of you. Every single one of you. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Let's go. Right, Pride of London. London is blue. Let's have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Let's go. Have it right, Minerals FC. You got the minerals, yeah? Love it. Got the minerals, TT.
Oi, Johnny's got the fucking minerals, mate.